Hey, so you guys tired? Just a little bit. You know you did well when you see rockets on stage. Does it work? Is it for real? Cool. So we're moving on to the project's presentation, the highlight of Pixels Camp. We're globally very happy. I think lots of participation. And the digital coins seemed to work well. We weren't hacked, as far as I know. Not even Kevin could break the network. He tried, but he couldn't break it. Anyway, so I think the platform worked really well this year. Don't you agree? Good projects. You worked a lot on your pitches and presentations. I was caught a couple of times by young entrepreneurs trying to sell me their idea to invest in them, which I did. Not all my money, but some of it. Just some basic statistics. We issued about 1,500,000 exposure tokens to all of you through the badges, and the angels have about 400,000 exposure tokens, which tells me that the distribution and the incentives went well, because you have most of the power to vote on the projects, which is good. And I see that some of you have started investing in projects already. I see a war going on between the first 2 or 3 projects. But, everything can change in the last 30 minutes. So, project presentations. 4 teams on stage. Each one of them has 90 seconds to present. There's a timer. When the timer reaches 0, you'll be cut off. And the next project starts. I advise you to be creative. No stress. Do your best to pass the message to the audience, and you'll be fine. As for the investors and angels, you might decide to invest while they present their projects, or you might save your decision to the end. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a notebook on the website. We haven't told you about it in the beginning, but if you're logged into the website and you go to your profile menu, there's something called notes in there. Notes, yeah. And you can actually use that to take notes while they're presenting the projects. Or you can just open a notebook or a piece of paper and do the same. But the point is, maybe you should listen to all the projects before you decide where to invest your money, okay? Timeline, when the project's finished, we're going to take 30 minutes for you guys and angels investors to decide where to put the money. And after the 30 minutes, we'll take a snapshot of the blockchain, and we'll have an instant list of who are the 10 winning projects. No doubts? Let's go. Good luck, guys.
Sorry, I'm not seeing my laptop here. I would request to...
So, are you ready?
I'm not ready. I need to see the laptop
project
here.
number 7, Falcon 9 Electric Fun. Start.
All right, so yesterday Elon Musk announced the BFR, the big fucking rocket, that can fly anywhere on Earth under an hour. And sorry, Elon, we can do better. So our SFR, the small fucking rocket, can deliver an urgent cargo like a medicine or something in less than 10 minutes. Only within a city, of course. So you must be wondering, does this thing really fly? Let's make a countdown. Could you help me on that? So let's go. 5. Okay, so what you see here is our launch control station. This augmented reality application is responsible to look at what the Kinect sees and have feedback about the height of the rocket and some challenges that we had. So the development of this proof of concept in just 48 hours was only possible with a very multidisciplinary team. So let's go all the way to the moon in our small fucking rocket. Thank you very much, and to the moon!
Thank you so much. Next. Kind of messy, right? Next project, project number 2, SCART. Okay, project number 2, SCART, start.
Okay, first of all, hi guys. Some question for you. So, how much time did you spend on a store to waiting for an assistant to help you? And for example, you want to know specifications about the product and no one gives you anything. And also, you are in doubt, you want to compare that product with another one and you want to do it fast. And how much time did you spend on a store waiting for the lines and you have other things to do? We want to stop that. Wait, sorry, go back. Okay. The time is not helping me. Okay. Well, I will explain you what we want to do. We want to provide the user the ability to make shopping without any further assistance, and he can pick what he wants to pay, he aims to the code, he gets the information he wants, and he pays and he goes home. No problem. You can go home, it's okay. Simple, fast, and clean. Okay, so we have a live demo from our application. We have built it here, and it's working, actually.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, project number 3, Night Owl. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, Night Owl.
Right, so with our project, we set out to answer the question, what are we going to do tonight? And I mean, it's not as cool as a rocket, that's for sure, but it's very useful for when you just feel like going out at night with your friends and you're not really sure where you want to go or who is available to go with you. So the best way to show this project, I think, is to just use it, and you'll see it's very simple. So let's imagine tonight I wanted to go out, and we are supporting 2 locations right now, Lisbon and Manchester. So I'm going to set Lisbon, and I'm going to add myself to the list, as well as my imaginary friend. And I'll just create the event, and it asks me who I am. So I'm the first one. I do want to go out, and now it's kind of a bit like Tinder. You just choose whether you like an event or not. We're using the Facebook API to grab the events. So I'll choose a few, yeah, accept. They'll reject the others. And I have this URL here, which I can just share with my friend. I already have a window here prepared, so I'll just paste the URL. Now, let's imagine my imaginary friend was going through this, and he says, yes, I also want to go out, and I don't really like this event, but I like this one, and yeah, basically you just go through the 10 events that we pick for you. When it ends, we just pick something that you all have in common.
Thank you, Ivo. Nice one. Next, project number 5, Pixels Fund. Are you ready?
Ready.
Start.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are Pixels Fund. We're the biggest, the best, and the only exposure hedge fund at Pixels Camp, guaranteed to pick the best projects and give our investors a positive return on investment. But how does it work? Well, Pixel Camp participants can send their exposure to our fund's address, not the project's address, but the fund's address itself. We then choose the best investments for our clients, and when they win, and they will, They return 30% of their earnings to the Pixels Fund itself. Our smart contracts then ensure distribution of these earnings. But how do the smart contracts work? The smart contract's state is stored in the blockchain to prevent tampering. It then registers who invested how much and automatically splits profits as soon as dividends are received, making our hedge fund tamper-free and completely secure. But how do we choose the projects? Well, we've scraped the exposure blockchain and kept track of all the transactions. We know who invested what and where the money is to be invested. We've also spoken to some angels to get some insider information. But for more information, check us out at pixelsfund.github.io. Thank you very much.
Come on, you have my 10 seconds.
Yeah, thank you so much. Invest in us. Go to the site.
Thank you. Next project, project number 6. Can I agree? That's right.
Yeah. Woo!
Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Go.
Can I agree? Terms and conditions are way too long and very few people read them, but exactly how long are they? Well, let me give you an example. If you're renting a place for the weekend, if you're using TripAdvisor to scout the location, Airbnb to book their apartment, PayPal to pay for the transaction, Hotmail to use these services, and Skype to talk to the owner, you're in for 80,000 words. And the problem with this is that Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is only 77,000 words. There's a bunch of amazing books that you should read that are way shorter than terms and conditions. So what we do is crowdsourcing reviews of terms and conditions, and then we allow you to get a brief look of what the terms and conditions of something look like, and we allow you to collapse all the paragraphs that the rest of the community agrees with, and that lets you know, for instance, that before registering to a service, that the administrator of the service is going to have access to all your private conversations, and that's something useful to you. We also have a browser extension, and we managed to deploy today. It's working now, but there's more. We're actually considering rewarding trusted advisors, reviewers, and if we have all of this information on these services, then we can compare services. If we can do this, we can also compare software licenses, and then we can compare contracts, for instance, to choose the internet provider that you're going to have at home, and then we enter the world of B2B, where we can help companies choose the software providers that they're going to use. So you should back us up today to make the web a safer place tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, project number 8, linked chain. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready? Start.
Hello, we are LinkedIn. The current problem is really hard to verify a career path of a person and also the credibility of the entities that issue our certificates. To resolve that problem, we built a platform that enables both the entities to issue certificates for persons and for persons to view their certificates and the trustworthy levels of their certificates. The consideration we had to do while building this platform is that it has to be transparent and that it has to have a community-based reputation systems because, like in the real world, it's really hard to know which entity is certified or it's reputable or not. So we need to build something on top of that. It's implemented using the blockchain to have the transparency of the issue of the certificates, and also implemented entity trust referrals. Like for each type of entity, they can refer themselves to have them see the credibility. Also implemented person certificate confirmations, because if you attend a certificate, for example, a degree, you have other peers to assure that you were there, enabling not to fake so much certificates. One of the key ways we can implement this, it will be, for example, with LinkedIn, like you have your certificates and they're not fake.
Thank you. Almost. Now, project number 9, driver chap. Are you ready?
We are ready.
Wait.
We are ready.
Ready?
Ready.
Go.
Okay, hello all. We are 5 awesome engineers from all across the world, and we came together to create this awesome service that Nick is going to tell us more about right now.
Okay, so where I come from in Israel, when you get your driver license, you have to drive with a chaperone for 6 months. So this is where we came up with the name Driver Chap. So the initial idea was to make an app for the parents to be able to control the use of the car. We're still letting the children get experience on the road in a less dangerous environment and not invading their privacy. And we use different features, and the most important ones were scheduling car use timeline for the children and establishing safe driving radius, of course limiting mileage use and limiting maximum speed. The blinking features were just for us for the fun. We wanted to try it. And we were thinking about future features like implementing personalized activation based on facial recognition. And we implemented it in 3 different platforms, including iOS, Android native apps, and web, where you can also see statistics. And while we were implementing everything, we saw that the pivoting into fleet management and anti-theft for cars is very easy because nowadays you don't need a key to use. Sorry.
Thank you. Almost. Thank you. Now, project number 10, camp location.
Can I?
No.
Okay. Good morning, Pixels. As you can see, we are camp locators, smart grid indoor location. Have you ever asked about noodles card at the supermarket? Have you ever lost your friends or want to find your friends in Web Summit? So we do that. We find people, things, vehicles, assertively. It's what we do. Low-cost technology, easy to install, and low-cost to maintain smart grid location, auto-discovery and auto-provisioning. How do we do it? We do it with Bluetooth, with beacons, with cloud software for provisioning and custom firmware. We did it all here. We did it here. The PCB, the hardware, the firmware, everything we did here. And we tested also here, near the bar. Our beacons were placed on the corners of the bar, and then we try it on, and it works with very high precision. Imagine what you can do with this real-time analytics on your products, on your stores. Thank you.
You still have some time left. Do you want to say something?
Well, vote for us. We really need it.
Thank you. Project 11. Otelmo. Achas? Otelmo. Do you really think that? That's a big name. Are you ready?
Yes.
Start.
Hi all, we are Otelmo Achas, and this is Simone, okay? Simone,
Hello
tell us...
campers, my name is Simone and I'm a personal assistant. I've been designed to sing songs depending on Telmo's mood. Telmo is my father, the Skywalker's voice here. He doesn't remember this, but he gave me access to all of his data, messages, tweets, commits. Please, don't tell you him. Let me tell you a story. The other day he was feeling a bit nervous about proposing to his girlfriend, so I found the perfect song for him.
Você partiu meu coração, mas meu amor, não tem problema. Não, agora vai sobrar. Então um pedacinho pra cada esquema, só um pedacinho.
I use Microsoft API for text analysis and language detection, which helps me to understand what he's feeling to search for the perfect song. Yesterday, he was sending tweets about a hot sauce competition, so I gave him an additional boost.
Nós somos os campeões, meus amigos, e continuaremos lutando até o fim. Nós somos os campeões, não há tempo para perdedores, porque nós somos os campeões do mundo.
Thank you. Project 12, Fast Lane. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Hi guys, we are Fastlane and we're here to disrupt the public transportation industry. So there's 50 billion journeys across Europe a year on public transportation. What is the problem with this? Most of these trips, people have to take from point A to B. They have to use several providers and they have to use different currencies, and becomes a hassle. Also, for the service providers, this incurs into additional fixed operational costs.
Okay, plus a lot of money is lost in transaction fees and currency conversion, and the whole system is based on customers trusting the service providers.
So what is our solution? We want to provide our customers with a single ticket that they can use on any transport anywhere in the world, regardless of the currency that they are using, the service providers that they are using, so that they can save time and money. And also for our service providers, we want to lower their operational costs.
Okay, and what makes us different? So tickets are bought with our token, UMT, so that customers don't need to worry about the currency and the country they are using.
They get one single ticket and all the information they need to get to their destination in their own language.
Okay, also transactions and ticket issuing are written forever in a public blockchain, removing the element of trust. Okay, so go to our page, download the app, get some Ethereum into it.
Choose a trip from Lisbon to Porto, choose one of our providers, and get your tickets. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Next project, project number 15. How do we say it? Cooperative cooking, is that right? 13. I did skip 2. Is there a 13 on the table? Okay.
13, 14.
Okay, 13, Pixel Empire. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
I'm Thiago. I'm representing Pixel Empire. It is an MMO, mobile game, real-time strategy in multiplayer. We will start with a hero that will start in a village and will gathering resources and evolve his empire. He can also battle other players to get rewards, and we will start in the Stone Age and progress in the era is what is different about other games. And we will get to the moon in a small video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, project 14.
Yeah.
Pixel Psi. Wait.
Oh.
Start.
Okay, my name is John Costa, and I'm worried about efficiency in retail. So my project is very simple. To give you an heads up, problems. Lines in store, products taking too much time to be processed, and customers unhappy, and retailer asking them to not rob him. So he's trying to put this image, and the reality it's very different. Customer service is a lot hard to do, and they want to improve the experience. We also know that this has come to play, Amazon Go, and my idea is I'll do a quick demo and pray for it to work. So my idea is two products like this. You have something that is tagging the product and telling what it is and basically adding it to the cart. And basically no hardware to understand what it is. Let's see a banana. And basically it's a product built with Microsoft Custom Visions API, and It's basically trying to improve efficiency on checkout in retail. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now it's project 15, right?
Yes.
Cooperative cooking?
Cooperative cooking.
Cooperative cooking?
Cooperative cooking. We can't spell.
Okay. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Start.
Hello, we are Project 15, Coop, and we believe in cooperative cooking. We believe that the value of a meal is not in its price, but in the experiences you share and the people you share it with. So Coop brings together cooks like us that have meals to share with their friends, their co-workers, and their neighbors that want to get in on the food. And how does this work? Well, firstly, you exchange Ethereum, this is a blockchain app after all, for food tokens. These are worth one meal, it's always one meal, and you use them to pay the meals you join, the cook that cooks the meal. At the end of the meal, the cook gets the food tokens and can use them to perpetuate the cycle and keep paying for food using tokens and not money. The Ethereum we get is split two ways. Half of it goes to the cooks that cook the meals and want some of Ethereum back. The other half we pledge to donate to a charity that helps feed people that cannot feed themselves. So when you buy a meal, you are buying one for you and one for someone that can afford it. All this is enforced by some smart contracts already deployed on the Pixel Scam testnet, and we have an app to interact with these contracts, where you can list meals, join them, create new meals, and manage your food tokens. Our vision after Pixels is to deploy it first on other private networks, like companies where people want to share food, and afterwards go to the main net and start doing some good. So go to coopherocoapp.com, start buying food, start sharing.
Thank you. Thank you. Project 16, Boot Chain. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Start.
Okay, guys, I'm here to talk about boot chain, and I'll start with this. So everyone is crazy about pictures, okay? You name it, selfie, landscape, portrait, you choose. We start very well with these cameras. They are very, very nice. You have to go to the shop to print the photo. Then we have these Polaroid guys, which were able to print the photos right away. Amazing stuff here. Then we have these phones, which are pretty awesome. You can take a very nice photo, but for printing, it's quite, let's see. Then we have this Polaroid guy, which is very good, very expensive too. So I know what you guys are feeling. We feel your pain, and we are here to answer your questions. And what we developed for you is boot chain, okay? Was boot chain, boot chain, boot chain. Say what? Boot chain. How does boot chain works? It's pretty simple. You guys go online to the website. As you guys see here, choose the picture. I have this amazing picture right here. Then I choose the luminosity that I want. I pay with my exposure, which goes to my Ethernet wallet, blah, blah, blah. Then I take the transaction ID, which I have here right here, and I paste it to prove that it is valid. We go into the blockchain, and then it works. Our photo is being printed, which is more or less like this, as you guys will see. And my beautiful assistants, there we go. We have the picture right here, okay? So this machine is completely free. It has everything that we need to print the photo. I know what you guys are feeling. Just shut up and take my money. You still can do that. Number 16.
Thank you. Okay, 17, Smart Fleet. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
17.
Yes, 17.
Okay, start.
So we took the Mercedes challenge, and they opened an API to see into the car. So they have sensor data, and you can control the car as well. And we thought, what can we do with this? First, we thought what everyone else thought about the Mercedes API. So we thought about a dashboard. But then we tried to evolve it a bit. How can we bring quality or value to other companies? So we focused on corporations, and corporations that have fleets, so distribution of goods and services, of goods and merchandise, mail and packages. And so we thought, we kind of hated a little bit about controlling the car, so we kind of ditched that part, and we only focused on the data. We only want the data from the car. Every sensor, we want the data from that sensor. And what will we do with that data? Mercedes only stores it for a little bit of time, so we'll store it, not, I won't say forever, but for a longer time. And then what will we do? We'll pass it through machine learning algorithms, AI, and we'll get predictions on parts that probably are about to fail, and cars are not yet to be inspected. So we can schedule vehicles to be repaired before they actually break. We can also optimize routes based on GPS locations of all the trucks and leverage weather data, traffic data to adjust routes on.
Thank you. Next one. Project 19.
Right.
The network game.
Right, testing.
Are you ready?
It works.
Wait.
Okay. It works?
It works.
It works. Nice.
Always works.
Perfect.
Ready?
Yeah, I am.
Start.
All right. So my name is Gabriel. We are Project 19, and we are the network game. So we came here to Pixels Camp to do networking, right? But it seems easy because there is too many people. But at the same time, it's a challenge because I can't talk to each one of you. It is very difficult, right? I don't have the time, and you don't have the patience, probably. So we have to be a little more picky. I have to connect with specific people that really relates to me. I have to find those professional soulmates, right? So how can we do this? So we use the Microsoft Text Analysis API, and we scrap the published bios of all of you. I got all of you, all right? And we extract some relevant keywords to match you with other people that have the same relevant keywords. So with this, we want to find the right people for you so you can connect with them. And we also added a twist. We want to make this a little bit more interesting with gamification. So with the gamification, we're going to give you some missions. And if you accomplish the missions, like connect with your professional soulmate, you're going to get a reward. This reward is going to be a file of a 3D model. And if you get all the missions done, you will get all the pieces of the model, and you can have this beautiful trophy and print it on the 3D printers outside. So this is a screenshot of the website. My name is not there, but okay. And I don't know who is FBX.
Thank you. Project 21. Travelized, right?
Oh, it's working. Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Want to take a breath? Deep breath?
No, just go. Yeah.
Okay, start.
Okay, so we are the group 21. Everyone has to plan a trip sometimes. But we all got a problem that we waste too much time looking for the best places to visit. That depends on the kind of trip we are going to take, like for working or individual or with family. So thinking about it, we decided to build a solution that shows us the best options we have on a city or a small village. How do this works? We ask some questions on our page, and based on the history of the other users, we cross the information, and it will give us the best options that we think will be good for you. After this, you can like it, or you can remove the like later, and it will be used as the history for other users later also, and we hope it will help everyone. Thank you.
You still have time. Anything else to say?
Oh, no, but on us, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next one, Project 22. Pixel it. Are you ready?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You want some time?
No.
So start.
Okay. Hi, my name is Hugo, and please go to this repository and download the repository and follow the README so you can get the extension. So what is Pixel It? Pixel It is a Firefox extension. What it does is changes the font and the images to transfer it to 8-bit mode. What it means is it changes the font to a more cool font that we like, and it pixelizes the images so we get a customizable Firefox page. So we spend so much time in our browsers that when we are in Pixels Camp, I feel like I want a bit more of Pixels Camp in my PC. So, I mean, it was fun to code, and we thought it was a good idea, and we did it. So, for example, this is Reddit, and this is Reddit after it. So what we want to do is get the retro feel of when we were young. So we used to play a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Tetris, a lot of Mario, and I love not the graphics, but the experience of it. And in the future, what we want to do is make it available for Chrome, make it available for only colors of 8-bit, and in the next few months, make it better and more enjoyable. And most of all, we don't want to feel that it's not something that we can be proud of. For example, this is Google. This is Google after it. It pixelizes everything. We want it to be something ours. It's completely open source, and we love it. So thank you. And if you don't want to support it, use it anyways. We love it. It was a fun coding, and thank you.
Thank you. Now, project 25, Pixel Place. Wait, let me get the timer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Start.
So some of you might know $1 Million page and the most recent Our Place from Reddit. That's basically where we took the idea from. We created, for those of you who don't know, we created a big black canvas where each participant of Pixels Camp can draw pixels at. Every user can paint up to 15 pixels every minute, and then it refreshes. And yeah, that's basically the only rule. As you can see, we already have some stuff going on. We have loads of logos who paid us. We went full sellout mode and yeah, asked them for the money. And we have some sporting fans here. Some doesn't like it so much. And why is not the page? Okay. So that's it. You should be connecting to the website and drawing. That's the point. Here's someone helping us drawing the To the Moon logo. And yeah, grab your laptops and help us create some masterpiece. Maybe you can use this tool on next events from Pixels Camp and yeah, have like a wall every edition. That's the idea.
Ready? Yeah. Thank you. Next one, 27. If pay, then play. Are you ready?
Yep.
Start.
Okay, so we all love video games, but we don't carry coins anymore. We now use those cryptocurrencies that here in the event we call the exposure, EXP for short. So in order to play in our arcade outside, you just make a very small transaction to our wallet, and then our cloud software, based on an Azure instance, will process the data, then use some IoT magic to reach the machine, which is a very old machine, and then input some credits to the machine, and the user will be able to play. So this was recorded, it is not faked, before the network went down. Anyway, we also plan to use this on other types of vending machines. We will provide you with an example soon. So if you go to, let's say, some machine, you try to choose a product, then you will get your phone, prepare a transaction, present the transaction to the machine. The machine will then verify the transaction. If all goes well, you'll be able to take the product, and then you'll be happy. So that's it. Vote for us. This is Project 27. Thank you.
Five seconds left.
Yeah.
Pickle Rick!
Now, Project 28, My Smart. Are you ready?
Yes.
Start.
Hello, we are My Smart, Project 28. We are here to present to you our current control center for your Mercedes or smart car. With My Start, you'll be able to explore the current ability of the Mercedes API with an easy-to-use interface that you can give it to your parents and all. You can, with the API and our app, you can check the status of your car, like the mileage, the fuel level, if you have open or closed doors, etc. You're able to lock the doors with a button and unlock them too. You can blink the lights to find your car in a crowded parking lot, underground, for example, where you don't have GPS. You can find your car in a map, if you have GPS, of course. And the feature that's on there's a feature on the API right now that has fences. We created a secure parking feature that you can activate with a button that creates a range in case you don't have accurate GPS. If your car moves out of that range, your car is immobilized, you receive a warning, and the car isn't going anywhere, you can do whatever you want. While we have a video playing, yes. We chose to create this app, not just because we wanted to build with the Mercedes API, but we wanted to create an app for...
Thank you. Almost. Next, project 30, pixels.sims.
Hey, 29. Forgot about 29.
No, 29?
Yeah.
Come
on.
29. My car.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
It's Mike AR, augmented reality.
My car.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Okay, start.
Okay. Hi, we all know that AR is the future, so we give you a choice. Live in the past or embrace it. So, be smart, get a smart.
You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
You still have time? Nothing else to say?
No, not really.
Come on, don't waste your time. Pitch it out. A lot of angels in the first row.
Wubba lubba dub dub.
If that helps you. Okay, thank you. Now it's the 30, right?
Yeah.
Pixels.sims. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Start.
So my name is Yoga, I'm from Pixel Sims. And what's the best way to know who's going to win today? Well, of course, it's to build the matrix using JavaScript. So that's what we did. We kind of created a virtual reality of all of you and, simulate Pixels Camp. So we started with a venue. This is highly resolution graphics about everything you see today. We have the stage up there, sponsors in blue, kitchen in red, bathrooms in green, and the secondary stage in yellow. So, of course, you can't have an event without players, without participants. Let's code them. What are we all? Who are we? So we are developers, designers, and business guys and girls. So every one of us has its stats. This is coded, and everyone is a single different person or pixel. And for example, let's imagine a programmer. We know he's very good at coding, okay. Probably has some knowledge in designing, and this is really very important in the phase where you have to develop your project. He has some kind of, he's charming, and he can give a good presentation, but he's kind of rude sometimes, and is a bit, it isn't very nice, and so that's hard in the time when you have to create your team. Well, we are not here only to code, so we also have we are angry, we need to be entertained, we need to go to the bathroom, and so we have to code all of this into our algorithm. And basically, these are things that we...
Thank you. Almost. Thank you so much. Next, 31. Discover your store. Right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Start.
Hi there, I'm Hugo with the Hackathoners. Many people find going to the supermarket to be boring. I'd say even exhausting. But what if, hear me out, what if going to the supermarket was just like playing Pokemon? What about that? So that's what we did here at Pixels Camp. We reimagined the shopping experience. So let's just skip straight to the demo to show you what I mean. So we're going into your favorite supermarket, and you really want to get your favorite cookies. I'm not getting any sound, but that's fine. As you search for your favorite cookies, you're discovering discounts in the shop around you, but you don't want any other discounts other than the discounts for your cookies. You get your cookies, you pay less, and you're happy because you just saved money and had fun while shopping. What we can do from this is, for instance, augmented reality. Imagine if the game is not on your phone, but instead it's around you in the world, in the real world. Another thing we can do with this is personalized discounts. Nobody really uses their discounts, but if you find them in the app and they show up when you're next to the products, that becomes really sexy. And they would be contextualized for the user profile. Lastly, we could make shopping really efficient by allowing the users to find...
Thank you. Now, 32, Easy Coin.
Yep, you are ready?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Start.
So guys, everybody likes Bitcoin, right? And you know, it's very hard to get Bitcoins right now. You need to do a long registration process. There, you cannot buy small amounts, right? You are afraid to invest a lot. You cannot invest 1,000. You are afraid, right? You don't know what it is. And you are not sure if the company is going to be there tomorrow or not. So we have a plan. We have a short registration process that you only put your address. You are redirected to another third-party payment systems, and everything is completed. You get your Bitcoins, if you have money and you are actually paid, right? Of course, we take a really small charge fee for that, and we want to build a community around it. We want people to go and say, hey, this is trustworthy. You can actually trust these guys and buy your Bitcoins over there. So we have already a platform. We are just dealing with the third party, and how you can see, it's very simple. You put your address, the amount you want to buy, you are redirecting to the billing payment system, you get the money, and that's all. We are going to limit it to 20 euros a day per user due to legal questions, and our third-party payment have more than 200 options. So worldwide, you can buy it even with a PaySafe card. And that's all.
Thank you. Next one, 34, Helpar. Alcides, are you ready?
Yeah. Okay,
Just
Helpar.
start. Wait, I need the timer. Now, start.
Okay, Helper or Help AR, it's our project. So when you go to the supermarket, you have plenty of variety. But if you want to make an informed choice, you have to take each product, turn it around, read the fine print in the labels, and that's not how we envision our shopping experience. So we took a lot of artificial intelligence, our models and models provided by Microsoft Cloud Services, and we went to the field. We took our phones and tried to understand how the shopping process should be. We have here a little demo in which we take our phone, we look at the shelves, we can identify products, and here we're showing a lot of information, but it should be tailored to you. So in my case, I'm concerned about sugar, but in your case, could be fat or something else. And in some other products, it doesn't make sense to show that. Instead, we show ratings, and if you click down, when you're close to the product, you can see product reviews. The way we envision this is that big retailer companies want this product because they can track users with more information, and users want this because it makes shopping easier and faster. Thank you.
10 seconds left.
If you don't believe it works, come and talk to us because we'll show it.
Thank you. Next one, 35, Breathe. Are you ready, 35? Let me just get the counter. Ready?
Yeah.
Start.
I'm here to present Breath, something that's getting harder to do in the cities. Here's a picture from Lisboa we took 2 days ago, and you can see a bit of smog generating there. And it's easy to see that's an area you don't want to go, but it's not very easy to see where the air is clean in a city. So what we want to do is to get the data from a network of air quality sensors that can be static or dynamic to generate a profile of the pollution levels in a city. Basically, we want to know which street is the best for you to take a a route. You know, you are going from Museu Calouste Gulbenkian to here, and you can take a D route to the park to not get as many pollutants as you'd have if you went to the main street. So the pollution levels in a city are very dynamic. It only takes a bit of wind or a furious Seat Ibiza to take a quiet street more pollutant than a busy one. So with breath, you'll know which part of the city is more polluted in real time, because the network is always updated with new data to make your lungs healthier. So basically, that's what we do. Pollution is a growing concern in the cities, and we are trying to tackle that with data analysis. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, 36, Pix app.
Yeah.
Sure, let me just get the timer on the screen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Start.
So we all hate to use browsers on smartphones. Maybe not you, but my smartphone sucks. And PixelScamp website is great, but now we have the wallet's PixelScamp website. And so we thought, why the hell isn't there an app for it? And then we did it. And the app is pretty simple. We're not trying to change the world here, but for example, we want to see what our favorite scheduled talks are. So we just go to the calendar, we say what talks we want, we rate them. And for example, why do we need to have another website when we can build it all in an app? So we put it on the app, and instead of having to know the public address of everyone else, why not just use the username of the PixelScamp participants and use it directly on the wallet website app? So yeah, that's it. So Celso, please, next year, do it. Thank you.
Still have 20 seconds. Well, you have time to pitch a little bit?
What?
Thank you. Now, 37, Exposure Gate.
Let's go. All right. So, hi everyone. We're Exposure Gate. So, given the new mechanics of this year's Pixels, we thought this would be a great opportunity for us to try to identify human behaviors that don't usually occur in the real world. So here we have this different economy that we can actually explore. And, well, I'm sure everyone here already thought that, okay, these guys have all their friends voting for their project, or they're lobbying for their project. So I even heard about a fund. So what we do is all that information that fund and everyone can actually access, we make it easier for you to see, so you can actually identify if there's any scheme or any shady investment in some project. So we took all the data for that and tried to show it in a way that you can actually understand. I'm sure this image, this is, of course, a very early stage, but already working. So the code is available. You can also check it. And, well, I think this is it. I think you got it. Thank you very much. And if you're worried about where your money is going, you can fund us, and we'll make some arrangements for you. So thank you very much.
15 seconds, nothing less? Okay.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
38, Global Beacon.
Hello?
Let me just get the timer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Start.
Global Beacon. What is Global Beacon? Global Beacon is a platform to manage Bluetooth low-energy beacons and hubs. The hub right here is a Raspberry Pi that we develop here in PixelsCamp. It detects a beacon and reacts with events and third-party integrations. What can we do? Partners can create affiliation cards with Bluetooth to track customers indoors. CUF can control patients with beacon bracelets. And the OLICIPO can create a platform for attendance control for trainees and teachers. You too can use this awesome technology right at home, saving electricity bills, because the light that we show here is running by this Raspberry Pi, and it turns on and off as my colleague goes near or inside the stage. What have you done? This is some screenshots of the work that we've done. This is our platform. You can control beacons, create new interactions. Your imagination is the limit. Go and vote for us. My colleague is here. The system works. We only need more ideas and partners invest in us. The guy who won the scavenger challenges, I love you. Please vote for us and invest in us. That's it.
Thank you. 40, Arbitrium.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yep, that's it.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Start.
Okay, hi guys. We're a team of a biomedic engineer, a computer scientist, and a designer. And together we're Arbitrium. We're a decision-making bot. What does Slack, Python, Google Sheets, and a movie/restaurant APIs, plus a super-duper awesome learning algorithm all have in common? Well, the Slack Arbitrium bot. Do you have a decision to make? Well, if you do, Arbitrium suggests 3 options from a list we've created. A timer is set for you and your team to vote, and when this time's up, if less than 30% of the people in your channel have voted and nothing has been decided, Arbitrium will make this choice for you. Right now, my team partners are making choices, running the bot for me, and if you can see, tonight I'll be having dinner in... Go on. Let's do this. Give me a decision. Come on. There you go. Arnado and Dona Aida. That's it. But this can also decide where I'm going to be drunk tonight, where I'm going to be sleeping tonight, where I'm going to be spending my weekends for the next week. This can be implemented with APIs. This can be implemented with Google Spreadsheets. There's a ton of possibilities for this bot, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys would check out our GitHub and search for our bot Arbitrium. Thank you.
Thank you. Just in time. Now, 41, Athena.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's go.
Start.
Okay. History research is a really complicated process. With Athena, we want to provide a global open access database to relate characters and their family structures with events. History can be really tricky sometimes. You have lots of people, thousands of generations, hundreds of marriages, and at the start, it's really easy to understand all the relationships, but it gets complicated really, really fast. Just to give you an example, imagine that you are a researcher studying the Teutoburg Forest battle that stopped the Roman Empire from invading Germania, and it's the reason why English and German still exist today. And if you're doing conventional research, you need to reference multiple documents and incorporate them all into your research. But with Athena, you can search for the event, and the database will provide the information for you. And all the information is validated by experts in the field and will give you a unique identification for you to cite in your paper. You can also scroll the timeline and see the past and future events and the people involved in it. And if you really want, you can also zoom in at a certain character and it will give you the context at the exact same time of the event, giving you the age of that person and this family structure at that time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one, 42. Secret Santa by #IncludeBraga. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. So I'm from Include Braga. We're a volunteering movement in Braga, of course, that tries to help people and institutions in need. And we've been dealing a lot with institutions that that take care of orphans and foster children. So we realize that each year we receive a nice Christmas gift, and they actually don't, most of them don't. So our plan is to do a Secret Santa platform where you can sign up with your GitHub account, and you will be assigned a kid from those institutions that we will reach out to and have them write a letter to you. Afterwards, you're going to have an event where you can do the present swap and what you're going to receive is either a letter, a photo, or some sort of memory from that moment. That's pretty much it. We wanted to deploy the application to Heroku, but the internet wasn't helping. So you can help us spread the love by going to our Facebook page. And thank you very much. That's it.
Still have some time left. Peach, front row. Nothing left?
Nothing left.
Thank you. Next one, 43, Nethoven.
Can go.
Ready? Start.
So basically, Nethoven is a proof of concept. We analyze pre-recorded network traffic, and we aim to turn it into music, into a song. It's pretty simple, the idea. We have a Python script. We feed it a PCAP file. We analyze network packets. We group them by protocol. And in the end, by applying Python's magic and really, really, really bad math, we have a song. We have analyzed Pixel's network yesterday, so we are going to play it for you. We can control the music scale, and we can control how fast it goes. Now, if everything goes well, we are going to play a live demo. Technical problems, everyone? Traço F. Tens de fazer traço F. So you have the notes, and you can play it. 20. Success.
Thank you. Next one, 44, Pixel's Wi-Fi. Are you ready?
Yes.
Start.
Okay, our project is Pixel's Wi-Fi. We've created a dashboard over the Wi-Fi network on the venue. In the main page, you have a real-time view over each access point in the venue. The size of the circles determines the number of connected users to each access point, and the color of it determines the signal strength. You can overthrow each access point to see more information about it, and you can also go back in time and see how the network has evolved over the course of the venue. We also mapped each access point to each stage, so you can, for instance, have an estimate of the attendances for each talk and the attendance over time. I think that's it. But we built the backend in Scala, the front end in React. We are thankful for Cisco for giving us the APIs to build this. And yeah, if you like us, please back us. You can check it live on bit.ly/pixelswifi.
You have some 30 seconds left. Anything else to say? Really? Ready? Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, next one, 45. Got to hatch them all. Hatch them all?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
It's correct.
So, ready? Start.
Okay, so GodaHML is an helper app for Pokemon Go for hatching eggs while on a car or a bus without direct interference with the Pokemon Go app or servers or whatever. So most players have already seen this message. If you're going too fast, you can play properly, and the distance you do won't count towards the eggs. But Pokemon Go only counts the distance you actually do while the app is active. But if you close the app and then open it, when you reach your destination, you actually get the full distance, assuming the speed in a straight line is okay. So what the app does is basically a ruler that will calculate your speed on a straight line and the distance you did from one point to another. And basically, I have a video, oops. Oh, it's supposed to play. Come on. Is it playing? Oh, okay. So I had like 600 meters to left for an egg. So I I basically switched to the app, and then I I moved like 600 meters and then switched back, and the egg hatched right away. So this has got to...
Thank you. Next one, 49, vital signs remote monitoring. Ready?
Yes.
Let me give you the timer. Start.
Okay, I took a challenge. Newborn vital signs remote monitoring. The objective, one or more devices with sensors, low power radio that are harmless to babies. One base station that can bidirectionally communicate with devices, monitor sensor data, and manage alerts. Devices need to be placed in contact with newborns, read biometrics, and transmit to the base station. Sensors should be modular and cover a broad spectrum of data: temperature, oxygen, humidity, movement, breathing, etc. So we made a prototype. This is actually here. It's a 3D printed case with a low power certified radio, custom hardware, long-lasting battery, sensor probe, and implemented humidity and temperature sensors. We have a base station too, 3D printed case, power supply, OLED screen, multi-device capability, alarm range configuration, and lower power certified radio. We will add these functionalities to the current project: Wi-Fi connectivity, web panel management, wider range of alarms configurations, and RFID server locator, and the devices will have silicon sensor probes, probably disposable, oximeter, motion, audio, light, and an RFID identificator. This can be used at a wide range of things: nurseries, bedridden patients, nursing homes, pediatrics.
Thank you. Almost. Next one, 50. Pixels art. Ready?
Yep.
Let me get a timer. Start.
Hello. So in the beginning of this event, we started thinking about, oh, this is very interesting, the currency, the networking, everything. So we kind of built an explorer to understand where the transactions was going, where the money was going. But then we soon realized that we might want to do something different with this data and not just build an API or a platform to explore that. So, and this is where the project Pixels Art was founded, and we started this. By creating something unique to each one of you. So we kind of mixed the data that we already had, and we mixed it up with some of your profile info. And we created something unique that you can download, you can print it at home, and you can post it on the walls and everything. Maybe in the future you can even have an exhibition with some feature artwork from Pixels Camp. You can all go to pixelscamp.art. You can put your username there, and hopefully if you're not going all at the same time, it will kind of work. But I also have a quick recording, which, is it going? Yeah, so this is exactly what you'll find. You can then print the page, and you'll have a PDF that you can print at home, put it anywhere. So yeah, that's it. Vote for us. You can have like a little souvenir from Pixels Camp, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. Next one, 51, word dust. Did I see that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Everything okay?
That's right. Yeah.
Start.
So wait, that screen is okay. So we are word dust. Let me just start by saying that this game is fun, okay? This game is really, really fun. So we are a group of 6 people that we were like addicted to typing word games. So we thought, look, let's do something like that is theme related with Pixels Camp, but it is also very fun and visually appealing. So we created word dust. This is, this is the main screen. And this is a video showing the game. This is basically a typing word game. There are words that are coming from the right to the left. You have to type them as quickly as possible because there are rounds. You have rounds, and between the rounds, the velocity of the words and more words are coming. If the word reaches the end of the end of the screen or the left side of the screen, you lose life points, and you win life points by doing multipliers. That means doing streaks, like getting 5 words right, 6 words right, and if you got it wrong, you lose points. So Wordust. Wordust is very, very simple. It's competitive because you can play with your friends. It's arcadish and it's nostalgic because this type of pixelated art is very, very close to our hearts. So yeah, in a phrase, I can tell you that Wordust is very close to your hearts. Thank you.
Thank you. Last one, 52, the longest name on it. ME, Advanced Computer Vision with AI risk analysis to evaluate real world. Anything smaller than that on the time?
No. So
Start.
Okay, so we identify the problem with the current technology is that technology can't evaluate things properly like humans. So with the power of AR and data mining and big data and IoT, we developed an application that could identify and qualify everything. This application is called ME, so you basically point it to things and it shows if it's good or not. And it will help you decide everything on your life. So it is connected to the cloud and it uses advanced computer vision with AR and you will live a better life with it. So we'll pass to the demo. Oh. Okay. So here's the demo. Here's the demo. Here is pointing to a cigar thing. And it's bad. It's very bad. It identified in real time. This is a new technology, and it's very impressive because it's a game-changing thing. So you can invest it or download, think on the future and new technology.
Thank you. That was the last one. You're going to have a counter up here, 30 minutes. Do your math, do your investments. Angels, now it's your turn to play. Thank you so much for everyone. See you in 30 minutes.